the Manchester weather, and hopefully we don't bring it home.
Exactly. I do hear though when we get back it's due to rain, so it's going to happen.
Then we get used to it. But we really enjoyed the weather conditions here. We enjoyed the facilities here at the UCLA, so which were very good to set the right conditions for training.
Yeah, and I've seen some of the training sessions, and the intensity looks good. Like the players seeming smiling at the right times. Is it important now in pre-season to set the culture? Is that what you're trying to do?
Always, but we are in a project. I started here 2 years ago. I came here to win, and we have won 2 trophies. So also this year we want to win another trophy. But then you need the right culture, you need the right step-ups, you need the right vibes and the spirit in the team. Absolutely.
Yeah. And you talk about the spirit. Like the FA Cup final for me was quite iconic in the way that the team played, the energy that was brought. I mean, from the sideline we looked and we thought, we're going to win today, you know. And how did you harness all of that energy to make sure that everybody came out firing on the day?
But it was very good example from how when you are together, when we are united, when you fight together, and when you so bring the intensity on the pitch, and not only the 11, but also with the leadership, with the coaches and staff. With the players, of course, because they have to execute. When we do this all together and we fight, we are capable of doing amazing things.
Yeah, and in terms of even like your coaches, everything's been refreshed. There's new impetus, you know, with Ruud and Rene and the likes coming in as well. How important is it that they're implementing? You're all reading off the same hymn sheet.
What we have done the last 2 years was to start this project, and everyone who contributes, I'm very grateful for what they did. But this is the right moment to set new ideas, to be innovative, to set a new dynamic and new energy, because we want to go a next step, a next level.
Yeah, and you can see that. So in terms of the young players as well, you've had a mixed group. Some players not coming back from the Copa America, the Euros. If I was 18 now, coming into you were my manager, what would you want from me as a young striker?
First of all, so the schedule, the FIFA calendar is so complicated, and seasons go from one over in another, and that gives a great opportunity for young players to show themselves. And what I want to see from young players, of course, that should be normal, that should be foundation, that you have the energy, that you have the right focus, that you have the right spirit, but also what I want to see here, that they use their brains, because that is necessary to enter the pitch on Old Trafford, to enter the Premier League, to enter the Champions League, and to match the standard, to get into the right levels.
So when you say use the brain, is it like learn quickly? Like if make a mistake but don't make it twice, don't make it 3 times?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is, football is very complicated sport art. Top football is even more. And nowadays from football players, there are so high requirements on their brains in the game, decision making, mentally, lifestyle. So complicated. So you have to bring your brain skills in to be and acting on top level.
And do you rely on the older players as well to be able to feed some of that information, so the message isn't always coming from you and the coaches?
That is, we have a K model, and it's based on structures, and they have to bring it over, the structures, to younger players on and off the pitch.
So this year, based on the style on the pitch, what things are you trying to improve on? Is it, you know, defensively? Is it transition? Is it obviously in front of goal, or is he trying to upgrade every level?
Yes, we step up. We have to step up in every level. And again, we have shown we can beat the best teams in the world. But if you want to do it consistently, you have to bring this in every game, and therefore you have to improve your way of play in every training session. And of course we have some quality abilities in our squad, we have to use those abilities, and we are a very good transition team, attacking transition team.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are also things what we have to improve is like the defense transition and the proactiveness in defending. But once again, against the best teams we can do it, and now we have to bring it on the pitch in every game, and that is our challenge. And that is not one you bring it straight into a game. It should be a way of life.
Yeah.
And it starts on daily basis.
And in terms of like the fine margins, facilities play a big part in that. Have you seen much out here that you want to implement? So like you've seen at the training ground, you want to implement back at Carrington with the redevelopment?
Yeah, of course. When you have the highest standards you want to fulfill, then also the facilities should be the highest standards. And I said innovation. That should be always part of every club, and especially when you're a top club, you need every time new innovations, and that should be also the culture in the team.
Yeah. And going into players, so Mason Mount, is that like having a new player because it was such a bitty season for him last year?
I hope. I felt so sorry for him that last year, but also for the team because he is an amazing player, and we bought him last season to and have that idea he should contribute to higher levels. And for Manchester United, but we almost never saw it because he was not available, and there was such a disappointment for Mason, but also for the team and for our club. So I hope this year he's fit and he looks very fresh. And he looks very fit in this moment, and then you see already his abilities, and I'm sure then he will contribute to our performance.
He'll thrive. Well, good luck, and thank you for speaking to me. I wish you all the best for the season.
Okay,
all right.
You're welcome.